All right, everybody. We are back. Welcome to Fair Go Rounds with a special edition. I've had this figure for a couple days, haven't opened it yet until today. I've been wanting to give it a review because it is the first ever figures from McFarlane Toys. Now, with that being said, I'm not too fond of McFarlane Toys. They're always very brittle, very weak, limited articulation. The figure just feels cheap, like it's been painted, not fabricated as well. The list goes on and on. I'm not a McFarlane Toys fan at all. Being said, I have seen a couple people buy this figure saying it's amazing, it's a great figure, which it's not a bad figure. If you like DC collectibles figures, I'm sure you'll like these figures. I am not a person that likes DC collectible figures for the fact that they use cheap plastic. They're very fragile, brittle feeling, and they can't stand all that well. So with that being said, this figure, it took me about 5 minutes to stand because it suffers from the same thing. So as you can see, he's tilted forward. So I'll show you guys. He's tilted forward because he can't stand up so great. Why is that? Just how DC Collectibles does their figures, and McFarlane Toys does their figures very cheaply and very unproportioned. The torso is super heavy, while the lower part is very slim. So all that weight pushes on the bottom, and as you could see, the Superman has skinny legs. And they're small, and their feet are even smaller. So that's already a negative coming out of the gate for McFarlane's new toys of DC figures. A figure could barely stand on its own. It's very annoying. And you see how the legs are made? The legs are made to pretty much go forward. Just hear the bending. So it has good articulation on the bending, but on the standing up, not so much. You hear the joints. Like you literally hear them bend. I see McFarlane Toys has had to do more articulation for these figures, but they're using very rookie techniques. If you ever have Storm Collectibles, you know they use plastic torsos and pieces and underwear and pelvis stuff. But you can see inside. So with this figure, it has this part blocking the articulation from here. So you can't barely bend the knee in the back. It looks very awkward when you try to bend it back. It bends out. It doesn't bend back. The arms articulated there. Articulated there. You can hear the plastic. It's cringe-worthy. The articulation on the hands. Let me see, I could do a little zoom in on that. I would say it's funny because the most articulation this figure has is in the arms. Oh, look how easy it came out. That's crazy. It's a little like, I don't know. It's not like hard plastic like Hasbro's and Mattel's. It's like rubbery. Very easy to come out. That's not bad. But the rubbery part, I'm not sure about that. You see the feet? It has weird ball joints, which you literally have to move back, if not it'll get stuck. And then it has this articulation here on the feet. The torso, they're gonna go with one of these. And then a plastic cape. He brings two hands. One is like a gun hand, which I have no clue why they would include a gun hand with Superman, who doesn't use weapons. Especially this version, who doesn't even come with weapons or anything like that. So I don't know why they put that hand in there. And then a fist hand. One thing I do like is the logo. The Superman logo. It stands out. It's metallic. It's really cool looking. It really stands out on the figure. So that's a plus on this figure. The head scan, it's not bad. Mattel always uses, McFarlane Toys. So yeah, I'm so used to Mattel having this line. Good old DC classics. But anyways, McFarlane Toys always uses this paint wash on their figures. You can see like a little red on his cheeks, which is kind of strange. I don't know if you could tell, but his eyes and his eyebrows are kind of like computer like designs. He has a little red on his lips, and then his hair is shiny, glossy, and black. Not a bad head scan, not the best either, but it is one, if not the best head scans that they have done in this line so far, because that new Batman head scan on the new figure looks horrible. So, oh, this figure also does come with a flight stand, a base, of course a base, because this figure can't stand up well on his own. And I can assure you, if you put it on the table, your shelf, it will tip over. And it comes with a comic card, which that's, a card, like, it's 2020, like, who really cares about that? We want accessories, people, you know? We want additions to the figure, maybe another head scan. We do not need more plastic. This is plastic enough. And, oh, yes, I wanted to point out, single joints. Single joints. This is 2020, McFarlane. Can you do this figure some justice at least? No pun intended with the league. Soups over here is trying to find a reason for me to like these figures. Where is the reason? Might be nowhere. I'm gonna fiddle a little bit more with this figure. See if it grows on me, but right now I keep my decision on McFarlane Toys that their figures do suck. I'm very blunt. I'll tell it like how it is. If your product's not good, if it's subpar, I'll definitely let you know. You see my reviews with Marvel Legends figures, they knock it out of the ballpark. I wish they had this license. They would absolutely destroy it. They would be the doomsday to the line, because they would absolutely kill it. Actually, McFarlane might be the doomsday to the line, as with most of the figures, if they don't do good, they literally abandon the license, which is very sad. I don't know if you guys knew, McFarlane Toys did get the license for Gears of War figures. They brought out like 4 of them with super limited articulation, and they had to be in a certain position. It failed, and they just let the line go. With very sad. I'm glad Storm Collectibles has them now, which they're killing it. But overall, this figure, I don't know. He is standing better on his own, which is surprising. I don't know what happened. Maybe I had to bend the knees. Overall, this figure, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'll probably give it a 5 out of 10. They are starting. I am going to review the other 2 figures that come in the line, the Armored Superman and the Hellbat, which look pretty cool, pretty amazing. Looks like they would fit in with the old DC figures, so we will see. But for now, Fair-Go-Rounders, that is the first ever review of McFarlane Toys on the round to go around, and kind of disappointed, to tell you the truth. So I would love to hear your thoughts on the McFarlane figures, and hopefully I persuaded you to buy it or not buy it. Appreciate the views. Until next time.